first sight, Gauhar Fatima, a woman in her 30s, hailing from a very conservative family in Muzaffarnagar, hardly looks the type to break social norms and be a trendsetter. However, in barely 2 years, Fatima has proven to be just that. In January 2019, Gauhar Fatima became the first woman to join Sirohi, a startup making handcrafted sustainable furniture. Hailing from a background where women are not allowed to work or venture out of their homes, Fatima not only began working for Sirohi and became financially independent and confident. Seeing her success, hundreds of other women in and around her village followed suit and joined Sirohi.
माँ के पेट में तो कोई सीख के आता नहीं, सब बताने से और करने से ही सीखते हैं। समझ होनी चाहिए इतनी कि इंसान कुछ भी कर सकता है। हम तो गांव के गंवार हैं, अनपढ़ हैं, इतने पढ़े हुए भी नहीं है, मगर लगन है, दिल में कोशिश है, तो हमने बहुत कुछ सीख लिया। बस ऐसे ही घर में अपने घर का ही काम करते थे, कोई भी काम नहीं करते थे, 4 परिवार पे अपने घर की बना लेते थे। उनके साथ में जुड़ के हमने काम शुरू किया। मुझे गौरी दीदी ने सिखाया, उन्होंने वीडियोस भेजी मेरे पास, सब उन्होंने बताया मुझे। क्या बॉक्सेस हमारे पे थोड़े बनाने आते थे, हमने तो ऐसे करा, बॉक्सेस बनने के लिए आए, इधर का तो इधर बुन दिया, इधर का इधर बुन दिया, और वो जो रस्सी हो गया डबल डबल, वो समझ नहीं आ रही थी। हमने गौरी दीदी को फ़ोन किया कि हमारे से नहीं बनता, उन्होंने वीडियो भेजी हमारे पास। एक वीडियो देख के हमने इतना सामान बना दिया, 3 साल हो गए, सभी तरह के बनाने आ गए। घर में काम करने से कोई नहीं मना करता, घर में बैठे कितना ही काम करो, सुबह से शाम तक, बाहर नहीं जाने देते घर के लोग। घर में कितना भी काम करो, रात के 12 बजे तक भी करते हैं जब ज़्यादा काम हो, सुबह 5 बजे लग जाते हैं। अब बच्चों का भी करना, घर का भी करना, ये भी करना, सभी काम कर लें धीरे धीरे करके। मतलब ऐसा है, जब ये काम हो तो घर के काम को रोक दें, जब खाने का टाइम हो जाए फिर खाना बना ले, फिर वो काम करो, फिर इसमें लग गए अपना। जब टाइम ये करने का हो तो इसे कर लें, जब काम करने का हो काम कर लें। वो तो काम आने के ऊपर बात है, जितना महीने में काम आता है इतना ही वो होता है। 60,000 रुपये का महीना भी उतरा और ज़्यादा आगा तो उससे भी ऊपर उतरेगा। सभी मतलब काम के ऊपर बात है, जितना काम आगा इतने पैसा, 15 भी, 20 भी, 25 भी, 60 तक के चले गए।
Long intrigued by absence of emotional and financial independence amongst women, despite possessing varied skills, Gauri Malik left her investment banking career to found Sirohi. She began by using existing weaving skills of women from poor underprivileged sections of society in Muzaffarnagar to help them become financially independent. She says though over 500 women are already connected to Sirohi, that number could reach thousands as the market for Sirohi's products develops.
Actually, in 2019, really starting the brand Sirohi, named after the first village, and our work is in Muzaffarnagar district. And we work with women from low-income households who are limited by education, do not have an income opportunity. We use their existing craft skills to make these beautiful products using the same style of weaving, the charpoy style of weaving, and it's all sold on our website Sirohi. So that's sort of a snippet of the journey so far. It's been 1.5 years and now we have almost 500 plus women who are registered on the platform. We have more and more women from different villages. Muzaffarnagar as a district has over 200 villages, and the city itself houses more than 1 million people, out of which 70% live in rural communities. So which means that we have the potential to create employment for thousands and thousands of women. And we're just at like 500 plus women, but I know there are thousands more waiting to sort of get those income opportunities. So hopefully as our work grows and we're able to generate larger demand for the product, especially in markets like Europe, I think we should be able to create more and more income opportunities and employment.
Despite the successes achieved so far, it has not been an easy journey for Sirohi or its women. The challenges primarily stemmed from the age-old traditions and norms being followed in the region, and which put severe limits on women, most of whom are uneducated, married since their early teens, and not allowed to work. But all of it took for Sirohi to break through these barriers was one woman who said that she wanted to work.
Essentially, The challenges as such were more around the fact that, so these are women who have not had an education. They were married by the time they were 13 to 15 years of age. They are essentially not allowed to work because, they come from very conservative backgrounds that limits them in income opportunities, and sort of, they don't think women should work. So when we first started going to these communities, they said, oh, we can't work, but there was this one woman who said that I want to work, I want to make a difference to my life. She had aspirations and she was amazing at weaving these beautiful charpoys. So we said, and she said, I'll work, but I'll work behind the closed doors of my home so nobody knows. So we started work with one woman, 37 products, literally, that we started our website with, just 1.5 years ago. And after she started earning money, she would earn like a few thousands, which is like literally less than 100 euros a month. And seeing her neighbor came and started helping her. And then it was a domino effect because the women were so excited that they were earning money, they were becoming financially independent, that they took the men by storm. The men sort of like were not earning as much as the women. And I think when they found out that here is an opportunity that we can use our existing skills, we can work in the comfort of our homes, we can still take care of our households, that's when, I think all the barriers that existed sort of started falling down. It was, and that's how we sort of solved the issue of women, not being financially independent, because they had the opportunity and they could do what they could in their homes. And that's how we solved for it. And I think over time, when we started off, the women were always, they had their veils. So they were always very skeptical to show their faces. But now, 1.5 years later, we see that the women are, coming to our project site. When we meet them, they don't have their veils on. They are more comfortable and they're very confident when they speak to us. I remember when I first met Gauhar, she would always speak to me like this with her eyes down. And now when I see her, she looks me in the eye and, she talks to me, and there's that confidence. So I think, so the challenges are sometimes in our heads because we think and we assume that, they're minority groups, they are conservative, they won't be allowed certain things. But once you actually go meet them, conduct needs assessments, talk to them, you have to gain the confidence of the communities, and that's when I think the barriers automatically start coming down.
With greater awareness about sustainability as well as inclusive and equitable growth, Sirohi has found a clutch of buyers, including boutiques selling sustainable fashion, as well as hotels and other institutional buyers. Gauri says her aim is to make Sirohi a global brand.
Especially after COVID, everyone wants to buy products which are handcrafted, which create an impact. So our buyers, 60% are now international buyers, people who are boutique store owners, people who own hotels, restaurants. These are the kind of people, who've been buying from us. And hopefully the aim is that we can make Sirohi a global brand for artisan-based products.
The women working at Sirohi are paid on basis of number of products they can make and how long it takes to make. Gauri says that Sirohi has calibrated the payments as per benchmark of reputed handcraft firms.
We pay the women depending on how many products they make. We're a certified handcraft business by ICA Craftmark in India, which is a very reputed agency for certifying local handcraft businesses. And we pay our women based on the number of products that they make, by the hours it takes to weave the products, and how much time they're spending in a day to work. And based on like the rate that's sort of known to be fair and certified by ICA and Craftmark, that's how we pay them essentially.
Encouraged by the example set by Gauhar Fatima and others, men in the villages have begun to support women in their families who want to go and work with Sirohi, as even young girls have begun working here, seeking financial independence.
अब मेरे पेरेंट्स बहुत अच्छे हैं, मुझे बहुत खुशी होती है जब मुझे मेरे पापा बोलते हैं कि बेटा आप आगे बढ़ो। ये तो अच्छा है कि हम अपने ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है, दूसरों के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट नहीं होना चाहिए। और मेरा तो स्टार्टिंग से यही है कि मैं दूसरों के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट नहीं, मैं अपने ऊपर डिपेंडेंट हूँ। रोने से तकदीर बदलती नहीं, वक्त से पहले रात ढलती नहीं, दूसरों की कामयाबी लगती है आसान, मगर कामयाबी रास्ते में पड़ी मिलती नहीं। हाथ मारने से पहले सोचे दोस्त, अपने आप ज़िंदगी संवरती नहीं। थैंक यू। हाँ जी।